The Royal Marines have an ethos. It's called the Commando Spirit, and it encompasses 4 key qualities: courage, determination, unselfishness and cheerfulness in the face of adversity. Now, imagine when it might be most difficult to maintain those characteristics. Could it be in training, on the battlefield, or what if you become injured and face months, possibly years of rehabilitation? Well, Hasler Company are dedicated to personnel with mental and physical injuries. And guess what? The Commando Spirit is in full force here. So how do they do it?
It was always my intention to join the Corps from a fairly young age, I guess. Did high school, did college, went and found myself travelling, and then signed up when I was 20 years old. There's quite a good marine history to my family in the maritime sector, and I combined that with the armed forces and came up with the Royal Marines.
How long ago was your injury, and what was your sort of route to get here then?
My injury was on Herrick 7 in 2007. I was shot from a sniper that sort of took my ankle. Had an elective amputation about a year later.
So how long have you been here now?
This is my 2nd week.
So you're all very new to it?
Yeah, it's very new, but it's good.
Tony, how long's Hasler Company been running for?
Since September 2009.
So why was it developed in the first place?
Well, clearly, obviously, with Afghanistan, and we've got, unfortunately, quite a few lads that are injured. A little bit of control was lost with the lads because they were on so much leave. The units were changed, they'd come back from Afghanistan and all those kind of things. The concept of Hasler Company was then born, essentially, to let's get all these lads from all the units, Navy, Army, Air Force, let's have a central sort of hub to help them make them informed decisions. They're not rushed. This recovery pathway is years, it's however long it wants to be, case by case.
So what's your sort of day-to-day work here? Do you have a set schedule that you follow?
Well, the morning's going to be your turn 2, 8:30, and then you come down, do your rehab, physio, get some phys done. I've got an hour for lunch, and then they'll either have educational courses running that everyone's on, or AT stuff in the afternoon, so it's pretty good. They've got a good programme lined up, and it's just getting better and better. The hardest thing to do is something you've always wanted to do for your whole life gets taken away from you in a split second, which is a lot of lads struggle with. It's just great that the Corps now can go, right, what do you want to do? There you are, here's a catalogue of things that you can do. Try that. If you don't like it, try something else.
Now, I know last year you did the Cumber Challenge. How was that?
KC09 was hoofing. It was really, really good. And it was a great eye-opener for what you can actually achieve with whatever disability you've got. We went to base camp and then did 3 peaks around base camp, which was sort of over 6,000 metres above the snow line. So we were crampons on, up the mountain, proper climbing. When you break those boundaries of something you think, oh, I'm never going to have to do that, you want to, spurs you on to do the next thing and the next thing and the next thing, and before you know it, you're not really any different to what you were before. Sometimes it's just to get away and talk about your stuff, and you can sit in a tent in the middle of nowhere and you can spin dits about, your incident and how it's going to affect you. And it also is just a great way of challenging yourself and opens your eyes that there aren't really any boundaries except the ones you put in place yourself.